Okay, so what's up, PZT Nation? What's up to the game? Such subscribe, such a nation. It's good now. I'm back today in the video. So, hold on. Okay, so today I'm gonna be doing a rather serious video. I don't know if I'm gonna cry because this was about to be 4 years ago, but I might, cause this is hard losing someone. But I am going to be doing the story time of how my cousin Jarrell died and my reaction to finding out. Because how I found out, I did not want to. Plus, I was already feeling bad when I found out. So, yeah. But I am. Okay, I'm just gonna get started. So, it was in 2015. Okay, so the last time I had ever saw my cousin before he died was on Christmas. My mom remembers the last time she saw him because he asked her to cook. He asked her could he cook her some candy yams, but he had to leave and go with his friend to take care of some business. So she said he could do it when he got back, but he never came back. He ended up going to Winfield with his friends, and then 3 days later, them same friends ended his life. But we're gonna get into that. So, yeah, the last time we remember and see him was on Christmas, and my mom is like every December 28th. She's just like, every Christmas. I mean, she still enjoys her day, but she'll tell my Aunt Myra, I'm sorry, I should have let him cook them candy yams. He would have stayed if I told him he could. So, um, so him and his friends were in Winfield when this happened, and they were all playing Russian roulette, with a gun. And what I think it was they all had it on safety when the other friends were aiming at each other, but when it got to my cousin, it also happened to get off safety. Like, it don't come together in my head at all. So I think they took it off safety because the same friend that shot him was the same friend that left him strung out on drugs in a ditch. But they were playing Russian roulette and they were going in a circle. And they were all pointing at each other and pulling the trigger. Nothing happened to all the other friends. But when it got to my cousin, he told the boy, he said, man, I don't play with guns. Don't point that gun in my face. And so the friend took him seriously, which I don't believe he took him serious. So he tried to be funny. Since my cousin said don't point it at his face, he aimed at his stomach. And he shoots. My cousin, it spread in two different places. So I say, I tell, like, when they ask how did your cousin, I be like, he got shot in the stomach 2 times. But I don't know if that's why it spread it in two different areas, or if it was just how the bullet ricocheted in his body. I don't know. But if it is that he got shot 2 times, if you if you saw that it was not on safety the first time, why shoot him again? You know something. But he he fell back in the chair and he had his head back and he was like, I told you I don't put, like, he was struggling. He was struggling to like catch his breath and all that. He was like, I told you I don't play with guns. And so then he had laid back and his tongue was like, well, this wasn't the time when his tongue was out, but he had laid back on the chair and I don't know. The ambulance came and got him. The friend trying to play innocent, he gonna call the ambulance. The ambulance came and got him, and he didn't make it to the operating table, and he died. And by the time my auntie, my mama, well, both of my aunties, one auntie, my Aunt Myra, that's her son. And then my Aunt Dion, that was her twin. They did everything together. Like, they were basically brother and sister. They grew up together. Like, you might as well say they were brother and sister, not nephew and aunt. But she was mad. Like, at the funeral, when they were closing his casket up, she punched somebody's car because she didn't want to see my cousin go. I mean, none of us did. But, yeah, so then, yeah, but by the time my auntie, we didn't tell my grandma because she was crazy. Like, well, not crazy. I had Theon, so I didn't finish, but she was crazy behind my cousin. And if we would have told her, I don't know what would have happened. I don't know how she found out. We still don't know that to this day. But somehow she found out and she came in because she was living with me and my family at the time. And she came in and called my dad's name. She was like, somebody shot Jarrell. And then she was just crying, screaming, no. And then my daddy called. He was like, somebody told her. And then so my mama, my aunt, by the time my mama, my cousin, which was his sister, my mama, my cousin, and my two aunties got there, he was already unclothed and put in the morgue. They didn't even let the family come see him before they put him in the morgue. They put my cousin in the morgue. And his tongue was hanging all the way out. Now, it wasn't dislocated from his throat, but like it was all the way out there like a dog panting because they're hot. It was all the way out there. And that's how he was dead. And my mama and my aunties and my cousin was just screaming and screaming. And when my mama came back, she still had tears in her eyes. And when my auntie got the phone call that my cousin was dead, she, like, when they told her, she looked at the phone and then she froze. And then my mom was like, Myra, what's wrong? What's wrong? She was like, my baby gone. And then that's when the crying started. But how I found out was because that was the week that I had got my tonsils took out. No, the week before that I had got my tonsils took out. But they were still, my throat was still hurting. So I was sitting on my dad's lap, and my brother was also crazy behind my cousin because, like, they grew up at the same time. Like, they were there for each other no matter what. One had a fight, both of them had a fight. Like, they were brothers. Like, you couldn't separate them. And so my daddy told his girlfriend first, and he asked her not to tell him until my mama got back so she could be there to comfort him and all that, because my brother had two babies, so his girlfriend his fiance was taking care of them, because, I mean, if she would have told him, she knew he was going to go off to himself like, and cry. And that's not a bad thing. She was okay with that. But at the same time, my daddy didn't want her having to like handle the kids by herself. And yeah, so, but when we finally told him, my mama told him, and he drew his phone and he broke some glass and he shut off to himself in the room. But yeah, that's how I found out, and that's the story of my cousin dying. And I didn't cry. I really want to, because like I miss my cousin. I made 2 songs about him, and it's like every time I sing them to lift my auntie up because that was her baby. But at the same time, I sing them for me to get some type of closure, which it doesn't feel the void of him not being here. Like he was not everything. Like he would do anything for me and my sisters and my brothers. I just miss him. Long live G. Love you, Terrell. Rest in peace. Thanks for tuning in to PZT Nation. See you later to the gang. See you later to the squad. See you later to the nation. Like we always say, we'll be back with more videos. Peace. RPG.